Colombia. Known for soccer, flowers, and of course coffee, it's also the home of the world's finest emeralds and the fabled El Dorado. No, not that one. That one. Some pretty famous folks are from Colombia, like Juan Valdez and Shakira, and the dude who made this epic save. But sadly, in the US, the most recognized Colombian name is probably Pablo Escobar.
Now, there's no denying that Colombia has had its fair share of problems over the years. Most Americans have seen headlines of drugs, violence, kidnappings, guerrillas. Nope. Yep. And instability. But we have a new headline to share. God is on the move in Colombia.
Right now, His light is invading the darkness in mighty ways, and the country is beginning to be transformed as we speak. Here's a name you should know, Libni Gasca.
He's the country leader for the Free Methodist Church in Colombia and is being used by God to help lead this transformation.
25 years ago, Pastor Libni opened the first Free Methodist Church in Bogota, which, by the way, is a massive city.
Point of fact, Bogota has as many people as New York City, 8 million people. Wow!
Thanks, Evie. So Libni started one church 25 years ago in this massive city, and now it has a solid base of maybe 250 people in a 4-story building in the middle of the city.
It's sort of the mother church in Colombia and has planted other churches too.
Right. When I first went 8 years ago, it had planted another church 8 hours north.
So that's 2 churches.
Then, about 5 years ago, a couple of things happened. An awesome church in Medellin, led by Pastor John Jairo Leal, began affiliating to the Free Methodist Church. And they, together with the 2 original churches, adopted a new strategy for reaching the lost called community church planting, or PEAK in Spanish.
And God has brought a lot of fruit in the past couple of years. An additional 3 churches have been planted. Over 50 church planting initiatives have been launched in 5 cities around the country. And ready for the big number?
As of right now, there are over 100 leaders being actively trained to plant more churches in Colombia. And so this is the vision.
To develop leaders and plant churches, to fuel and sustain a movement that will reach Colombia for Christ.
Even though the Free Methodist Church and many other groups and denominations are growing in Colombia, the vast majority of Colombians still aren't enjoying a relationship with God.
They may be culturally Christians, but the power and the presence of God in their lives is a foreign concept.
Point of fact, polls say up to 90%. What's a poll, Mama?
I'll explain it later, sweetie.
Thankfully, there's a plan to rapidly reach as many people as possible, and we are excited to be a part of it.
We will be living outside of Bogota in a place called Chia. No, not that Chia, this Chia. Working under and with Colombian leadership to train and empower church planners to reach an entire valley called the Sabana de Bogota.
The first church plant in this valley is already up and running in a town called Tocancipá, and we believe that many more will follow,
Including in our own neighborhood.
Ultimately, we are praying for the light of Christ to bring restoration and transformation to every corner of the nation and beyond.
And this is where you come in.
We need prayer partners, people who can make a commitment to do battle on their knees from a distance.
If that's you, please let us know and start right away. Pray for receptive hearts and open doors, for people of peace hungry for the good news.
Pray for our family, for connections, protection, and fruitfulness.
And pray for the team of Colombian pastors, leaders, and disciple makers.
We also need financial partners.
We can't buy tickets until we're fully funded. Thankfully, we're most of the way there, but we still have 25-30% to go.
We are deeply grateful for those of you who are already supporting us, but if you aren't a part of our team yet, we have a humble request.
Would your family prayerfully consider helping us to get to 100% by putting this in your monthly budget? It's as easy and simple as clicking the link below and making a pledge.
Your giving would not only help get our family to Colombia, but you would be directly supporting church planting efforts in a country that desperately needs the light of Christ.
Thanks and bendiciones.